You are someone that calls the shots, and you may not even realize that this is who you are. You have a warrior spirit, a fighter spirit, and when you say move, people move. People sway with you. Some of you may be air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or you may be a child of Oya. I'm hearing Gone with the Wind. Maybe someone watched that movie or read that book, but people move with you. People move on your accord. You stayed up in the clouds. You lived past lives where you were intertwined with the clouds. You lived past lives where you were the clouds. You created the clouds. And you have this very powerful influence. You may find that sometimes as you're at work, at school, cooking, cleaning, going about your everyday life, you end up drifting off mentally. People may have told you when you were a child or even as an adult, your head is always in the clouds. Like, where are you at? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? Why are you so distracted? It's because there's a part of you that travels. You can be physically here, but spiritually, energetically, you're somewhere else. There's a part of your soul that travels and goes to get information from faraway places, keeping in mind that distance is an illusion. And so you're traveling to other dimensions, other realms, and coming back with more information because your soul is trying to heal the part of you that now lives in fear, the part of you that does not carry itself as the leader that you are. And so it's going and getting information and bringing it back to you to help you remember. 3 of Swords here, crossing. I didn't even need these cards. I really just wanted the confirmation for the downloads I was receiving. But when a card comes out, crossing, it's something that is a challenge for you. It's something you're working on. And so you're working on detaching from this part of you that was weak. You were programmed to be weak. And it's because there are entities that want to have power over you. And so some of you have been in isolation from your family, your friends, society, because you are trying to figure out who you are outside of who you've been taught to be. And your soul is helping you with that. That's why your soul is leaving and coming back with all this information. And so stop saying you have ADHD. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. The way that we're living now goes against everything that we are at our core. And so your soul would be like, I'm bored. I'm going to go get some more. I'm going to travel and get some more information and bring it back to my person, my body. I'm going to go travel somewhere else and chop it up with some of my 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, 5-dimensional homies and come back with the very important downloads that's going to help my body transcend. so that I don't have to come back and do this again. That's what's happening. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not human is what I'm hearing. Like, maybe physically, right? And etymologically, you are human. But your soul not only transcends space and time, it also defies all of the labels that have been put onto it. So human is not even the word to describe you, your essence, your power, your energy that has such a large influence on not only the living, but those on the other side as well. Like, spirits come to you for permission. Spirits come to you for, like, I'm hearing consultation, advice. Spirits come to you to consult with you. Wow. And sometimes your soul is checking out of this reality because it's having a conversation with another being of a different dimension. Wow, this is really cosmic information. This is deep. And I pulled 3 cards, and all 3 cards are air energy. The 3 of Swords represents Libra. The Page of Swords represents Gemini, and that's a minor arcana. And the Star represents Aquarius. That's a major arcana. And this is logic. This is why I said you defy all the labels that have been put onto you. They told you that you only use a small percentage of your brain. They told you you were a minority. They told you that you were a color, a freaking crayon. They told you that only a part of your DNA is worth something and everything else is junk. You defy all of that. It's not true. You're bigger than what you think or what you were taught you are. And some of you have been receiving, like, you have a hunch. You have a hunch. You're like, I think that I'm different than what I've been taught, And people might say to you, well, who do you think you are? Let me explain something to you. You are everything you think you are and more. You cannot even fathom. Okay? You cannot begin to even imagine with your human brain who you are and what you are capable of. Spirit brings you information. Page of Swords here talks about a vigilant energy who brings you news of change. You're receiving all this clarity, and it's going to take a while for your human brain to process it. And it may be challenging to process it, but it's going to open up a whole new world. Somebody is a Disney fan. Somebody needs to maybe, I don't support Disney, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but Disney has done some shady shit, okay? That I'm not going to get into right now. But there is truth in them Disney movies, okay? And I'm not going to support Disney. I'm not going to pay for their movies. I'm not going to take my children to their theme parks. But I'll watch a Disney bootleg. If it's free, I'll watch it, because I'm watching it with deeper meaning. I'm watching it to get certain answers that resonate with my soul. So recently I went back and watched Pocahontas. That was one of my favorite movies as a child. And I went back and I watched Pocahontas, and oh my gosh. Pocahontas is me. Pocahontas is you. Pocahontas is we. Do you understand? To have these invaders come in, take from you, change your way of life, kill off your family, your loved ones. Okay, and what she did after that with John Smith, like, that's not my business. I'm solely talking about her experience, right? And her gifts as well. She had the birds, the bees, the trees following her, talking to her. Do you understand? Everything is alive. And they told you it was evil to communicate with these nature spirits because they don't want you to get the information that the nature spirits have for you. They remember you. They know who you are. Have you ever put your head to a tree? Have you ever seen Avatar, which I believe is another Disney movie? This is why a lot of us have been growing out our hair. If you notice, we started a few years ago with the whole, big chop, I'm going natural. And now a lot of people who did that, now we're locking our hair up. That's our antenna. In Avatar, they used their hair. They connected their hair to the tree to receive information. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is not a trend. And many of you are releasing demons. You're releasing... Okay, so I just had a really big conversation because I'm a really deep thinker. And I love to pick people's brains. And I had a really deep conversation about the word demon, which etymologically is daimon, Greek, and it means spirit. And some of us who have had energetic ties to certain people, places, or things have spirits attached to us. And these spirits have the potential to hold you back. They have the potential to manipulate the way that you think. And so a lot of you are releasing those spirits. And some of you, what I'm hearing is that you have had these spirits attached to you through partners, through jobs, through substances, alcohol mainly. That's why they call it spirits. So many of you, some of you have recently stopped drinking, and maybe it's really hard for you because that was your way of coping. Some of you have recently stopped smoking as well. Like, you stopped doing something that was a very distractive but helpful coping mechanism for you, and maybe you're struggling through that. Okay, your star family is telling you that you have this under control. Okay, go through the cold sweats, cry when you have to, write it down, go through the motions. You're going to get through this. You have the strength. And with the star card here, this is directly from your star family, okay? They're pouring into you so that you can pour into you. And then you can use that same cup to pour into the people around you. You're taking huge strides. You're rewriting history. You're rewriting our story. The star card talks about a path that has opened for new possibilities. It represents good fortune, creative inspiration, spiritual growth, help from unseen forces. It literally says this. I'm reading it word for word, bar for bar. It says, and wishes come true. It marks a time of fulfillment. The star is symbolic of hope, renewal, and beauty. It suggests a period of spiritual tranquility, happiness, and positive opportunities. Wow. Beautiful message. I do have a few announcements before I let you guys go. Firstly, my schedule is open again, so you could book a personal reading with me if you want more clarity or if you need some guidance throughout this journey, which is not easy at all. I'm here for you. You can email me or you can shoot me a message on the live chat feature, which is in my website, with any questions that you may have. Secondly, we are doing, finally, our Return to Self Ascension ceremony. This is going to include Mother Ayahuasca and Grandfather Iboga, which are two very powerful healing plant medicine herbs. It will help you to purge. It will help you to see through dimensions. It's going to help to heal your mind, body, and soul. It helps you remember who you are. So I haven't done Iboga yet, but I've done Ayahuasca. I've done Changa. I've done Hape. I've done Temescal, which is a sweat lodge where you sweat out all the toxins. I've done Bufo, Combo. I've done mushroom medicine as well. And plant medicine has changed my life. So I really am looking forward to sharing this experience with you guys. I know the event has been postponed quite a few times. Please keep in mind that we're on Spirit's time, not our own. So sometimes the plans that we have do not come to fruition when we want them to, but it will come to fruition when it's supposed to. Divine timing, okay? So I'm gonna update my website, but the link is in the description box for you to book a personal reading with me, and for you to also book your ticket, which right now it just requires a deposit, okay? This is going to be in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Absolutely beautiful and historical location, okay? And the dates are January 2nd to January 5th. So it's the beginning of the calendar year. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or if you're interested, drop info in the comment section on this. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Sending you... Oh, also, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel. It helps the algorithm push this content out and these messages out to those that need to hear it, just like you. All right, sending you guys so much love, hugs, and healing energy. Until next time, family, peace and oneness.